In Tales of the Empire, we explored the tales between Morgan Elsbeth and Barriss Offee. Morgan Elsbeth is a surviving Night Sister who serves Admiral Thrawn during the Mandalorian Season 2 and Ahsoka series. Barriss Offee was a Padawan of Jedi Master Luminara during the Clone Wars. She infamously bombed the Jedi Temple and framed Ahsoka Tano until Anakin Skywalker brought her to justice. She gave a testimony to the hypocrisy of the Jedi philosophy and the Republic's Grand Army serving the dark side. Tales of the Empire explored Morgan's story during the fall of the Night Sister clan and before aligning herself with Admiral Thrawn. Barriss' story takes place after her arrest and joining the Inquisitorius. We'll start off with Morgan Elsbeth's story. I believe Morgan Elsbeth's story was told phenomenally. We get to learn her true motive for joining the Empire and, more importantly, Thrawn. After failing to secure her TIE Defender project, which was used to gain access to Corvus' resources, the people of Corvus turned their backs on her. From a certain point of view, she did all she could to provide for the people until she was rejected. She admits to Thrawn that she wants to join the Empire for revenge on what happened to her, her mother, and the Night Sister clan on Dathomir. Thrawn knows that she is a valuable asset because of her combat skills and her skills in Night Sister magic.
My interest is based on admiration and ambition.
Who are you?
Admiral Thrawn.
Accepting her role in Thrawn's empire, she displays her power and authority to the people on Corvus in a brutal and imperial fashion. Her story was great, and we learned her true motive and relationship with her and Thrawn's alliance during Mandalorian Season 2 and the Ahsoka series. I rate this series a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now Barriss Offee's story. Her story didn't meet the expectations that I thought it would have. Episode 4 started off great when she was recruited to the Inquisitorius program, which she survived and accepted her role. In episode 5, she does a mission with the Force Sister, which the Force Sister displayed brutality because the governor and the people lied to her about the Jedi. It was an epic format because the dark side doesn't show empathy, especially when hunting the remaining Jedi. If they failed, they would have to face Darth Vader and an eventual death. Barriss saved the Jedi, left the Inquisitorius, lived in the Himalayan mountains to redeem herself, and serve as a wise mother and healer. She was able to protect the family from the Force Sister, which Barriss made the Force Sister face her trial on redemption. Thinking that there was no way out of the Inquisitorius and the dark side because of the consequences of facing death and having to run away constantly, the Force Sister learns to listen and trust Barriss and begins to be on the path of redemption.
Show me the way out.
You know the way out. You just have to accept it, Lynn.
I was hoping for a lot more for Barriss' story. She had the potential to be a great character and a future main villain. They should have explored more into her motive for bombing the Jedi Temple. Her speech in the trial didn't give a full motive for bombing and framing Ahsoka Tano. They could have shown her true motive that Luminara abandoned her in a mission just like before.
It's not that I gave up, Skywalker, but unlike you, when the time comes, I am prepared to let my student go. Can you say the same?
She became envious of the relationship between Ahsoka and Anakin because Anakin wouldn't rest until he made sure that both Ahsoka and her were found. Embracing the dark side that helped her survive gives her the motive to get her revenge by bombing the temple, in which she becomes a valuable member of the Inquisitorius. I wish that she would have stayed with the Inquisitors and eventually take the role of Grand Inquisitor after learning that the Grand Inquisitor died in Rebels. The final episode could be when Vader wants to destroy the Inquisitors because he doesn't need them anymore, which she narrowly escapes and needs to rethink her life so that she can live as a wise mother in the Himalayan mountains. Overall, Barriss' story didn't meet my expectations besides the 4th episode, while the rest dropped. I would rate her story a 6 out of 10. Tales of the Empire was a decent animated show that was able to tell 2 different stories in a limited time. I hope they continue to do these tale stories that explore more characters.